You're ready. This is the intro, guys. Welcome to Backwards and Forwards. He's backwards on forwards. And welcome to the show. Hey everybody, what's going on? Thank you so much for tuning into Backwards and Forwards today. As you can see, I'm not the only one in the chair. I've got a friend of mine here. If you watched the Sand Temple map last week, you may not know this, but this is Denver. He's the one who actually created the map. And we thought it'd be fun for if he came on the channel just to talk about the creation behind it, how it got made, all of that fun stuff. So he is here. I've got some questions for him. He's going to explain how the map worked. But yeah, thank you so much for tuning in. He also has a YouTube channel of his own. If you can describe it in 3 words.
Yeah, so it's just for fun.
That's it. The link is in the description. We're going to talk about it more at the end of the video. But he is here. He's going to be talking about the map. And without further ado, Denver, let's let you go ahead and take over and start.
Let's get into it.
Playing the game.
So again, real quick, I'm starting over from scratch. We're actually in peaceful mode, I believe.
Yeah, we are in peaceful.
And that way I could just go through the puzzle and show you guys a quick run through of how this is done. I'm going to try to keep it quick. I'm actually going to keep my inventory pretty clean so you can see what I do here.
And see all the mistakes that I made. Most importantly. Because I don't know if I mentioned this, but we actually were talking about it off camera. And
grab that.
I did a lot of things wrong. There's a lot of nuances to 1.19 that I don't know because actually next week coming out we've got something called Sky Factory here on the channel. So I've been playing that and that's stuck in version 1.10. So
alright, so far all you get is this leather armor to show you that this is the first place to start. You grab these items, you got the Eye of Ender and an empty bottle. Let's see, so the first thing you do, and the piece of coal. Don't forget the coal. So this is the first part of the puzzle. You got some, what are these?
There's furnace. I think you had a blast furnace.
Furnace. So basically you find the one that it looks different. Out of all these have the stone pressure plates. This one has the white one.
I didn't even notice that.
Yeah, that was kind of my giveaway kind of thing. So you just throw, it could be anything. Just throw it in there. It doesn't matter. Trapdoor trick.
Which also I didn't know.
Yep. So it's right there. It's kind of hidden. You guys watched the other video, so you know that part.
Yeah.
And now we're on to part 2. That one's kind of quick, kind of easy. It's not too much to show.
Took me 10 minutes.
Took him 10 minutes. It was crazy. It was hilarious.
I think it's 10 minutes in the video, but it actually took me like 30.
Yes. So now you get your next.
And then my failure part 2, what he just put in the inventory. Not the Eye of Ender, but the other thing.
Yes. We'll get to that for sure. So in this room, it just looks really nice. I like it.
Yeah.
You come over here. Oh, look. Almost forgot that. Take the book, which what you did perfectly.
I knew this part.
Yeah. And it opens that door right there. You could always put it back if it's completely kill that guy.
I'm just getting frustrated by stuff I didn't know now.
Yeah. So that is that part. Now, you didn't really utilize the ender chest as much.
No, I utilized it. I just didn't utilize it the right way. I think that's the problem.
I would put like the valuable items in here. If you are gonna die, you don't want these in your inventory.
So basically, the quest items is what he's talking about.
And technically, this is a piece that also counts. So I'm gonna throw that in there as well. Don't break blocks.
I wish I had I think it was my first go through. I wish I had that.
Right. So just like you mentioned in your video, you take the book from here. It opens this door, and it also opens this door right here.
Yep.
Which allows you to go into here. Looking back, I probably should have hid some more things in here to make it more interesting. But the main point is just to get through it.
Yep.
So you come through here, and we get here. This is where your turtle shell comes in handy.
Yeah.
If you put this on, it gives you underwater breathing.
For 10 seconds.
For 10 seconds. And it stays there until you can swim underwater. Look, your bubbles don't deplete.
Yeah.
Until your 10 seconds are up.
Yeah.
So, we're going to come in here. I'm going to grab my book because I put it in there where it's safe. I'm going to put it right here. So that activates a piston. I'm going to get some air. I'm going to come in here and grab this book.
Yeah, so this is where I was struggling. As you can see, you can't even see it.
You really can't see. It's that light.
Oh, there it is. I see it. Oh, there it is.
There. See, it's much better with the turtle shell, isn't it?
It is. It's a lot better.
I didn't even take any apples. So you come through there because that's where the light is. And it comes back through here.
Oh, uh-oh.
If I can get out.
Hopefully.
I'm going to make it.
You are. There you go.
There we go.
Lucky.
So what happens there, that was a trap, well, technically, I guess you could say it was a trap chest.
Yeah.
So when you take the item out of it, it shuts that door right there.
Yeah.
And when you shut that door, that one door opens.
Mm-hmm.
I'll show later, but...
Yeah.
And this door over here, just so you can't sneak in the back way, that is opened as well. This is actually closed before this door is open. If that makes sense.
It does, yep.
It probably doesn't.
That's fine.
So we'll come through here. We'll put the book in the other book. Right there. Boom. This shuts. And that opens. I'm going to try not to drown here. You come through here, and you're going to swim straight up. Boom. Safe. Alright, so then you have to duck under this, which is shift. There we go. And this right here, I was hoping, I'm glad you didn't get stuck on this, because I was like, he's going to think that's something. It's not, it's just to stop you. It's a light, it helps you see, but it's to stop you so you can look up and say, hey, look, there's a ladder.
Yeah, I thought it was more ambient lighting than anything.
Yeah, luckily you didn't get stuck there, which is not what I was intending either. Let's see, and I was glad you didn't get stuck on that either, because that's nothing. Just nice decor.
Yep.
And I don't need anything else.
You do, because it's nighttime and all the mobs that you put in. Oh, it's peaceful.
It's peaceful.
we can explain the mob system in peaceful mode. You know how upset I got. Roll
that
clip.
Was hilarious. By
Roll
the way.
clip.
Let's see. So, oh
and
my gosh,
back.
it is so hard to see.
The ring light that's set up for my recording setup doesn't help in dark situations like this.
So we're gonna come through here. Gonna go up through there. Gonna come up in here, and you're gonna go out through there.
But luckily, you can see it. Hopefully,
I'm kind of guessing.
Yeah.
So you come out through here, and there's no way you can go back this way. This is just, you're done.
Yeah.
You're out. You're free. But now you have some more items. And this is...
Yes.
So looking back, after you come through that door, I should have made a way for this door to shut again. This is one thing, a mistake that I wish I fixed, because now you could go in there and get stuck, and that's not what I wanted. But now... we're going to move on to this next part. So this part you actually found out accidentally.
Yeah.
Like you accidentally figured it out, and you did it correctly.
Yeah.
But you also kind of messed it up. I put it in here, yeah. So you take the bottles, and you put them in here, right?
Yeah.
But you'll notice, after you put all the bottles in there, we know that that's the door. It's going to open.
Yeah.
But it's not opened.
Yeah.
So you have to take the bottles and fill them up.
Oh. Okay.
So I'll even show you again with 2 bottles that are filled up and one that's empty. Yeah. And there. It still doesn't open.
Wait, then how did I open it?
How did you open it? I will show you. And you can actually probably look back at the video. But what happened was you got it right, but then you took the bottle out and put it back in and put it back out. And yeah.
Oh, did I glitch?
You kind of glitched it. So what happens is...
okay.
Yeah, so you had it like this, and then you put this bottle in, but you're like, what happened? And you took it out, and you put it back in, took it back out.
Yeah.
And what happened was the door was going up and down so much, it just broke the sand.
Oh.
Yeah. So you put all 4 water bottles, and that door opens.
Okay.
And somehow I broke it too.
It may just be how the sand is acting.
Yeah.
But...
and if you do it correctly like that, you should be able to shut the door as well.
Okay.
Like I said, you kind of broke it last time, so this didn't do anything.
Yeah. Oh, it is just glitching.
Yeah.
Oh,
it doesn't do that on my computer. Maybe it's your computer.
Maybe it's mine. It's weird.
it kind of works.
Yeah.
But you can see what I'm going for.
Yeah. You can still jump over
It works perfect on my computer. But anyways, this opens because you put those bottles there. But now you're asking yourself, because if you guys saw the last video, you know you're going to need those bottles later.
Yeah.
But you can't get to those bottles because once you take the bottle out, you'll see that it'll close. Right?
Yeah.
But you're going to need these bottles later. So the idea is that you forget about the bottles. You're not thinking about it, but you move on. So this is the next part of the puzzle. You got these 4 here.
Yeah.
And this can be open or closed, whatever. I'll leave it open.
Yeah.
But basically what happens here is you're going to go straight this way. And you're going to activate these.
Yep.
I believe the first one was straight up. Basically, you figured it out about... On this one, you did it correctly as well.
Yeah, I think this is the only thing the maze I did right.
Yeah. Basically, you do it slow until you hear the piston move. Yeah. I don't hear anything. Is this the...
No, it's right here. But yeah,
that's
the piston
not the audio.
Yeah, this is the audio.
That's the audio?
Yeah.
You got to hear the pistons moving, so...
Yeah.
Get this
you can hear the pistons moving. We can't hear the pistons moving.
I believe the first one is straight up like this.
Then I think that one's like 6 o'clock or 5 o'clock right there.
Right there. So basically, I'm just going to do the first 2 real quick and show you...
Oh, is this where the redstone lamps cut on? Yeah.
Yeah. So these actually turn on as you get them correct.
Yeah.
And you'll notice... let me come back over here. There you go. Let me see. We get it this angle.
Oh.
Yeah. See that?
That's what I missed.
You actually you grabbed it.
Oh, did I grab it?
You did. I saw you. You grabbed it. You had all 4. You had all 4 and you thought you didn't.
No, because I kept dying.
Yeah.
To all the mobs and
if you put them in an inner chest, it would have been fine.
I don't need your pity. Wait.
It wasn't pity.
Oh gosh. Wait. Then I have another question.
Yes.
Because if you watched last week, you saw the pillager raid.
Yeah.
When the heck does that? Well, we're in peaceful, so they wouldn't spawn.
We're in peaceful, but what happens is
we're breaking the map.
We're breaking the map real quick to show you that they come through here.
The dispensers.
Why is that empty? I don't know, but that's where they come through.
Okay.
So once this door opens, they spawn.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
So you'll notice...
And a lot of the mobs not spawning right now, maybe just because of the fact we're in peaceful, so even if you have, like, the mob eggs in there, they're not going to spawn because we're just in peaceful and it may just destroy them, so...
Now, what we just did with those item frames, turning the arrows...
Yeah.
It turned all these on.
Yes.
And that shut out the Eye of Ender. But what it also did was if this is working, it should have locked this door.
Yeah.
To where you can take these. And it should still be open. Yep. Yeah. But I'm actually going to leave these here because we're going to pretend like we forgot about them, right? Because that's technically what I'm going for.
Yeah.
So when these are all on, this door will be locked. So you can go back for the water bottles.
So also we're assuming this is like the perfectly played puzzle.
Yes, this is...
Which I did not do.
Yeah, the perfectly played
If you had to rate the way that I played 1 out of 10, and be honest.
So right here, we have these.
Just ignore the question.
Just going to move on.
just ignore the question.
The Eyes of Ender, you figured this out pretty quickly.
Yep.
Just put them in here. It activates a piston.
I've played enough video games to know if there's an object that goes on another object, place them there. And that was perfect.
Wasn't it?
It was.
The signs, that was just because how you hold up the
gravel.
Gravel, yeah.
Because for some reason, if you're new to Minecraft, gravel and sand obey the laws of gravity, while every other block in the game pretty much doesn't.
That's right.
Now we're in the maze, which is honestly...
This is my favorite part.
I was about to say, this is basically from here until the end was my favorite part.
Yeah, I really love this part. So this puzzle, you're gonna... you would have hated me the original way I built this.
Really?
Because there was no colored tiles.
Oh.
They were all just the same gray
was it just stone
color.
Brick?
Yep.
Oh.
It was all the same color. Just the brick.
Yeah.
So I'm actually going to pause here for a second and explain. When I built this map, I intended it to actually be... What are you doing? Oh, that's pretty cool. When I originally built this map, I intended it to be... there. When I originally built this map, I intended it to be multiplayer friendly, right?
Oh, I didn't know that.
So you can actually play this with multiple people and have a kind of a different experience. So for this puzzle, there's two different ways to do it. There's one person. Yeah.
Because I was wondering why there were levers on both sides. It's
really a lot harder to do it with one person.
As I found out.
It's much more fun to do it with one person. But technically there's supposed to be one person out here and one person that goes through the maze. And as you watch them, you can kind of, do that as they go. And just kind of communicate with each other. Anyways, so that's one way of doing it, is having one person in here. Because you'll notice that these two right here, if we're doing this in solo, the only purpose they have is to find out, is to kind of observe, like, what does this do if I press that button? Because once you're in the game, you're just trying to figure it out, right? So these don't have any other purpose. Now this one, you have to activate to do the blue. Because you'll notice on this one, it doesn't have a lever right there. Yeah. Because I kind of wanted you to go through the puzzle, figure it out, and it's like, oh, crap, I got to head back. I got to go all the way back through the puzzle. So I'm going to leave that one activated. All that does is the blue in the back, which you figured out earlier. Yes. And then this one actually opens the front door over here. So what you do is you activate here. Now, this is what you also figure out here, is when you turn these on, it turns the light on, which means it's activated. When you turn it off, the light should go off. Yeah. Except... Which I think I broke this too. No. This is actually part of it. Okay. So, if you knew anything about redstone... Which I don't, to be fair. So, I already pulled the lever on that side, which means this is already on. You see the light is on, right? So, if I pull this lever... it's not going to do anything because it's already activated on the other side. Yes. But that is actually part of the puzzle. You're supposed to activate this. Yes. So then you could come around and deactivate this. Okay. So that way when you come back around, now this is open. Yeah. And that's not activated. Yeah. On this side. Yes. This is deactivated, which means I could come around here and deactivate it by this. Oh, okay. Isn't that crazy? Yeah. So now you're in the puzzle. Yeah. To where before you couldn't do it because you only had that button on the other side activated. Yeah. That's cool. Yeah, that's a tough one. But
took me like 10 minutes to figure out, but we're running it.
That's right. So you figured it out. You actually have to reach over. Yeah. Because again, this is meant to be like a multiplayer puzzle here. Yeah. That's what, yellow? Yeah.
You're the one who designed it.
I know. And you actually did figure this part out too. If you stand over here and click it, boom, now you're on this side. Yeah. So then you come over here, press that button. You can run over here. And so this one isn't here, like I said, because you're not supposed to know about it. Yeah. And then you have to go all the way around the map to figure it out.
So I could have just left that on as soon as I...
Yeah.
Dang it.
Basically, that one you just leave it on, which you figured out the second time around. Yeah. You did figure it out. Diamond armor.
Diamond armor.
Tease. Yes. And then this is kind of like a little hidden way out, but that's the way you get out. And you figured that out just like in the puzzle, if you watch his other video. This right here,
I was wondering what that was about.
It has no meaning.
Okay. I figured it didn't. Okay, but now we're at the point where we need the water bottles again.
That's right. So you figured this part out. You need water bottles for this. And I just showed you how to get the water bottles.
There's a cauldron in an empty room, and this is a puzzle map, so I must fill the cauldron with water.
Right. And I was actually going to put some more design in here, but I figured, let's just leave the cauldron. That way you know what to do.
Yeah.
It's not too like, what the heck do I do next?
Yeah.
It's easy.
Yeah.
This opens the door so you can let your friend in, right?
Yep.
If you're playing multiplayer, and you can get out.
Yep.
So again, to get out of here, I don't think you showed this in your video.
No, I cut away because I knew what I was looking for, and I knew I was like, okay, I feel like
he didn't cheat. No.
I didn't cheat, but like this is the point where I was like, okay, I feel like what I'm about to do is not necessarily what I'm supposed to do, so I'm just going to fix it and come back.
But I knew
the solution. Yeah.
Just in case you guys are curious, though, through this, it's right up here. This little room up here.
Yep.
We're gonna go this way. There's nothing up here. It's the only purpose it is to bring you back up top so you can drop down and go all the way back around, because you have to go all the way back to get
to get the water bottles.
The water bottles,
which I had in my inventory
because you broke the freaking
I broke the door.
So you're supposed to come all the way back and grab your water bottles here. And this is the way I intended it.
This is the director's cut of the map. What I played was like the indie hits version.
You were wondering what this does, right?
Yeah, it doesn't do anything.
Nothing.
Assuming. Yeah, I figured.
It doesn't do anything.
But like emeralds, because I traded for an emerald with a villager, and I did it legitimately. I don't think I cheated that.
You didn't. That was hilarious. It was awesome. I might actually use that for the next puzzle.
Use the villager. Which is coming soon, by the way. No idea of the timetable. Not putting pressure on him, but it will be covered here whenever.
Let's get to the end of the video, and I might give a little tease.
Ooh, I might give a little. Ooh. Is it a different? Is it a different teaser than what you put in this map?
No.
Awesome.
No, you guys probably you already know what happens.
Yeah, you've seen my video hopefully. If not, card.
Card.
Yes.
All right, so you come back with your water bottles. You go 1, 2. You notice if you put 2, you come through here, the door's still up. You have to do the third one. Boop. You hear the pistons.
Ba-na-na-na.
And this is open. You no longer need this. You no longer need that.
I think
we might need this. I'll just put it right there.
I think this is sound like this is the only thing that I knew. Like, ooh, button, arrow on button. Whoa.
Yeah. The arrow on the button, yes.
Which, I killed enough skeletons that I had a normal bow with a normal arrow.
That is true, yeah.
So.
But you could also use tridents as well to shoot buttons.
Yeah.
I should have done that.
Yeah.
But you shoot the button, boom, that goes down.
Old Betsy.
A little bit fancy.
As you can tell, I've never made that advancement before on this world. So there it is. Well, I guess technically you've never made the advancement on this world. But anyways. There is something in this room I do want to hold off on explaining till we get to like the
until next time.
Not until next time, because
we'll do it right now.
This is long format, but yeah, drop down, and if you're any type of Minecraft veteran, you'll know exactly what I mean as soon as he drops down and you see what's in front of you. So go ahead and drop down. Yeah, what? You saw in the recording that as soon as I noticed what was on the ground, I was like, I'm jumping over that. Like I said, we'll touch on what that does, because it is really interesting what that does. But
you completely avoided this, and then now everybody is curious what happens.
I know, they've got to wait till the end.
Wait till the end, wow.
Or not the very end, but once you're done explaining the map. So.
Wait, you want me to, okay. So.
You're going to accidentally walk over
piston, and I thought that was this. Okay, so, because I know what's happening here, I'm just gonna...
Okay, just go... Actually, you know what? We'll do it now. Walk over the plate.
What's going on? I don't know.
I know exactly what's going on. It'd be really hilarious if, because we're in peaceful, this doesn't work, but it should work still. Just do
this
it.
Has nothing to do with anything. I'm just being prepared.
And she's preparing for what exactly?
Anything could happen. I mean,
a lot could happen. So anything's about to happen with whatever the buttons do.
All right, we've teased this long enough.
Yeah, we have.
So
see you next step. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. We'll do it now.
So basically, what happens is. In survival mode, you'll have all this equipment ready. I mean, you have a shield, you have all this stuff. It's not like I got this out of nowhere. You're gonna just, oh no, what's going on? Walking across. Oh no, look at all that. So you're gonna hide behind this pillar, where it's safe and like not die from fire. And you can either sit here and watch everything, or you could use your shield and just fight your way through it, you know?
Look at the shield.
I know.
Okay, so as soon as I saw the
No!
I knew that was about to happen. But okay, so as soon as I saw the button, I knew arrow. What I didn't.
I'm gonna make it.
You're not gonna make it.
I'm in peaceful.
Oh, you are in peaceful. So I saw the button. I was like, okay. Oh god.
Anyways, you press this button.
Yeah, you press the button,
and it's over.
But like, okay, so the button's on the ground. I knew that was arrows because the room's set up for arrows. But what I didn't know is if they were, because what I thought they were going to come out from the sides and go down and come across, not straight out. Good grief!
Basically, oh my goodness. Basically, you have enough time to realize. I played this in survival to figure it out. You have enough time to realize. Why is that open? You have enough time to realize what's going on before you die and eat a golden apple. So you come to this point, you hit this button. Now, this is where I had my biggest dilemma.
Because I legitimately thought this was the end. Because I saw the to be continued. I was like, okay, this is the perfect setup. But I was like, he has netherite armor.
So originally, this is actually how it ended. And this is honestly cinematically thinking or story perspective.
Because we both come from filming story backgrounds.
We do videos. If you couldn't tell.
If you couldn't tell, that's why I have 2 channels right now.
So originally, this is where it ended, right?
Yeah.
So you're in this room where you're stuck on this side, and all you can do is peek into the other room.
Yes.
And you see the to be continued, whatever. But you're looking over there, and you're trying to, like, piece things together, right? And, like, personally, this is where I think it should have ended. Because you're looking through to the other side. You see that on this side, it's sand. This is where we started, right? Sand temple, right?
Yep.
Sand, sand, sand. More sand and lava. But you look over here, and it's different. This is the first time... Well, we've seen, like, the temple part where it's... Yeah. But this is the first time you're seeing, like, vines, and you're seeing mossy cobblestone, and you're seeing, it's a different, this is like a cave. You're going from the sand to the mossy, jungly, like, you know, and then, if you peek through just enough, you see that there's light right there at the end of the tunnel, right? And it's not just any light, it looks like daylight.
That's really cool. I didn't notice that.
Is how it ends.
But then you decided.
But then I was like, it just doesn't feel like, to me this is perfect. This storytelling is like, this is perfect. This is awesome. But it just feels like it needs something more, right? It just needs more. It just doesn't feel like it's done. And even with the ending I went with, it doesn't feel like it's done. Look at that. Congratulations.
Yeah.
I did the challenge.
I've got netherite.
Well, I got netherite.
It was my account. I got netherite.
So anyways, I was like, I can't just end it here. I like this ending though. Like, this is just, to me, it paints the perfect picture. This is where we are, this is where we were, and this is where we're going. Hint. Hint, hint.
Hint,
That's
hint.
my hint that I'm giving you.
Hint. That's the teaser.
That's my teaser, yes, actually. But then I was like, it just... I need a little bit more. And so I decided to make this little secret area.
Yeah. The dragon egg confused me because it's like, that's got to mean something, but it means nothing.
I just thought it looked cool, just sitting right there on the fire.
On the lava block, yeah.
It looks like a crack just shot across because of the egg, you know? It just looks cool. Okay? So, looking back on a mistake that I made, I wish I made this to where it can only take one item. But basically, it doesn't matter. Just throw something in there. It could be anything. It could be an arrow. It could be a hat. You just throw something in there, and it...
So close.
Basically, this is all you see in this room. It's just a big circle, right? You got this little guy...
The wither block, which I thought was a nice touch.
It is a nice touch because of what happens next. You throw an item... in there, and it opens, that.
Yeah.
And again, like I wish I just made it to where you can only do one block, so you can't just throw everything in there like you did and completely
And
mess
forget
everything up.
how to craft something that we're about to see in just a moment.
You can grab your stick and, oh no, what's that? It's a block that moves.
Okay, little behind the scenes note. Oh, actually, keep going. Sorry.
No, please.
It took me 10 minutes to solve this. The cut that I made from me figuring out what the chest did, and by me figuring out, I mean texting Denver while I was playing it, to getting this puzzle solved was 10 minutes. I have the raw footage if you want me to unlist it, put it in the comments. But
you should. That would be hilarious because it was hilarious.
I'll do it anyway. Link in description
It was pretty funny.
For the 10 minutes that I spent doing that.
So, rewind a little bit here. You know, rewind.
There's no effect going on.
Okay.
This is uncut, but this is uncut.
I just did that. Okay. So, again, we drop into here, and I was like, you know what? This is kind of cool. I think this is it. I think I'm done here. After you drop into here, honestly, this is another part where I was like, I think this will be a good ending too. You got the dragon egg. What does that mean? Oh, it's a little Easter egg. Maybe you'll figure it out in a different.
Maybe we'll fight the Ender Dragon.
But then I was like, I still have. I got to do one more puzzle, and so that's when I decided to do a puzzle that looks like you're stuck in this room and there's nothing that indicates any puzzle except a little bit of hope here that you do something with that. And then it opens up a thing, and then this opens up a thing, and it opens itself up into another puzzle that's kind of hidden, like you don't even see it until you activate it.
Yeah.
So anyways, the way this works, you saw it in his video.
Yes.
You open the chest. This is a trap chest. If you open it just quick enough, you can kind of see
I can see the red.
Yeah. That's how you know it's a trap chest. So just by opening it, that means it activates. Unlike the other one where you have to take the item out for it to activate. The one back in the water.
Yeah.
Yeah, temple. So you open this, and it gives you just enough time to hop down here and hit that button.
You're about to figure out why it took me so long.
No, I wasn't even trying to hit it there. Let's see.
So I just thought of a way if you ever want to do this map in multiplayer, sort of way you can get around all of this. You know what it is? Have one player just be sitting in the chest.
I had that.
You did.
Why is this so much easier on my computer? So this opens and that pushes that up. So basically all this is a piston. There's a block here and it pushes it up there. So now this is open because it wasn't sticky. So you take this. If anybody who plays Minecraft knows how to craft a lever, anybody that...
Hang on, I need a close up shot real quick. I used to know how to craft a lever, then I started playing Sky Factory and completely forgot.
Which you guys will see on this channel, by the way.
Next Friday at 7 p.m.
I don't know how I knew that.
He doesn't know. I just recorded it today. Also, this is recorded very early compared to when you're seeing it. So
I think this is a good time for us to bring in our sponsor.
Our sponsor is no one because this channel is unsponsored.
Our sponsor is...
Oh my God. Why?
Wait, I can't show this. Wait, hold up.
No, you can't show that.
Energy drinks. You might be wondering why I'm not showing the front side of the bottle. Maybe I am a little bit. Maybe you could blur this out, Tyler.
No,
you might be wondering.
I'm
Shut up.
not tracking that.
Shush. You might be wondering why I'm bringing this in here.
I'm wondering that.
Why I'm not showing the front side of this can, because our sponsor isn't just an energy drink, it's every energy drink. We sponsor, that's today's sponsor. We're sponsoring energy drinks.
Just in general.
If you have health
if you have health, just in general, if you have health,
you could fix that.
I wondered where you were going with that. If you have health, you can fix that.
If you're having heart problems, well, it's probably because it's not beating fast enough.
Okay, I will have to cut that out. 'Cause that just sounds rude. Anyways, what were you? Where did that even start from? What? We don't
It's
have
our
a sponsor. I would love to have a sponsor, but I understand if you don't want to.
Energy drinks. If you're healthy, this can help you get out of that rut.
Energy drinks. That needs to be their slogan. Anyways.
Okay.
The map.
Where were we? Yeah, anybody knows how to...
The button puzzles.
Anybody knows how to craft a lever. Anyone who plays Minecraft knows what to do here. You craft a lever.
Yes.
And technically, because we know how the puzzle it turns out,
yes,
you could put it here and activate it, and it works.
Oh, really? Oh, that would have saved me 12 minutes of pain.
Because we know where it's supposed to end up. But if you're new to the puzzle, if you're doing it for the first time, you don't know where this goes. There's no way. It's not possible. You don't know that's just a random block, right? So you got to figure that out by painfully going through this. Why did I do this?
I don't know why you did this. You did this to yourself.
And then grab that one. No!
So like I said, feel free to cheat this section. Not if you're playing this for real, but in the recording. But let's see if you can get
it. Come on. Got it. And... After you get that button, it's actually pretty easy. I think. If you know what you're doing.
If you know what you're doing.
If you know where to look. Yeah.
You did get it. I was so scared of doing that. Well, we know where it is. You can break that block if you wanted to. We're going to try this legitimately.
They need to know how it's done.
You forgot that. Let's go, Denver. Oh, you got it. You got it.
That was quick.
That was.
So basically, same thing that happens over here. It's a piston that pushes this up, which also pushes all those up and just throws the other block into oblivion up there.
Yeah.
Now we know where to put this thing, right?
Yep.
In here.
No. Put it on the emerald block.
So you put it there. This opens up.
I believe this is like the last little section that was really dark for me. Just because of the recording setup.
So I'm pretty sure you guys can... Oh, look at that.
Yeah, they can see it.
It's much easier on that screen.
Why didn't I think of that? Oh, well, whatever.
So you come through here. You can see that it's just a tiny little room. I didn't have any ideas for this. Basically, there's some vines here. You get right in this corner. I think I left an orange block here that kind of threw you off in your recording.
Maybe. I can't remember.
But basically, you just come to this little opening here and just hold the space bar or A button if you're playing like that version.
Can you play? Oh, well, yeah, on Xbox. I don't know if you can use controllers on this. I'm assuming you could, but...
So you come through here, and this is now the end of the road, where you are on this side. So it kind of, I guess...
It wraps around.
Yeah. You come up here, and you can see now that there's daylight, or
nighttime. Right now.
But basically, you were in this, you were in the tunnel, and now you're out, and you're finally seeing light for the first time since the beginning of the puzzle, or I guess midway through the puzzle as well. But you're seeing light, but you're also noticing that you're in a different area now.
Yeah.
Like I said before, that is the sand that's reminiscent to where you started, and this is reminiscent to where we're going. And that's why I feel like this is the best ending.
Yeah.
Honestly. And then I just threw this in here because I was like, I don't know what to end this on. I thought I would get a good laugh out of it, and I did.
Yeah. You know what I just thought about would be really cool for the next map that you may be or may not be making? Have a room that's very similar to this, where you started.
Yeah.
That would be cool.
That would be cool, yeah.
But anyways, that is the puzzle map right there. Thank you, Denver, for showing us what it's like. Now, I have two areas that I'm interested in learning about the redstone, I think.
Yeah, that's right.
One of them is the maze. I'm interested to see how the redstone works in the maze. The other one is I don't know. I'll let you choose the other one. Just show one.
How did you do it so quickly?
Tab.
Tab?
Yeah, so go back. Yeah. You want to be in creative?
No, I want to be in spectator.
Can you fly in spectator? Oh, yeah. I forgot about that.
Yeah. Yeah. So basically, there's nothing else around here. This is it.
Why didn't I think about that when we were...
This would have helped you so much.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, it would have. Okay, but... So now we don't have to break the blocks anymore.
So for the arrows, it's pretty simple. I just use these. It's really dark.
It's really dark. And the brightness is up all the way. But it's redstone leaning into the dispensers.
We'll be right back after these messages.
From no one.
And we're back.
Welcome back.
So now we can see, because I put night vision potion on. I went creative and I got night vision potion. So basically the way this works, like an idiot, you step on this thing here.
Yeah.
That activates here. It comes around and it goes to here, which starts this little thing here. So there's a reason I did this. So this pushes that down, and this is, I believe it's just a regular piston. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's just a regular piston, and you'll see that one because that's where that button is linked up.
Yep.
So right now, this is activating that. And once this goes away, this is rigged to go rapid fire, right?
Yeah.
These two redstone, they go back and forth like crazy.
You could say they go backwards and forwards.
There you go.
Sorry, that was a very bad pun.
Roll credits. All right, so then that will activate these.
Repeat. No, those aren't repeaters.
So what happens is, and that's once this is unactivated, right?
Yeah.
So you press the button on that over there. That's a regular piston. It's not sticky, and it just pushes it down here. So what happens is this is now not activating that, right?
Yep.
So once you press this button, it opens this door, but it also pushes this piston up to where it closes this again.
Cool.
So if I wanted to, I could run back over here and activate it all over again.
Yeah.
And that's that puzzle. Now
I'm interested to see the redstone underneath the maze.
this one is the hardest one. It's a button that just yeah. You understand that. Okay,
yeah.
Anyways, this one is my favorite. Can I even see everything? Or do I need to break everything and come back?
We should be able to see everything.
I think, yeah. I might...
it should work, yeah.
So basically, it starts here, right? You press the buttons, and then we got some that are activated and some that are not. This redstone torch is always lit, and it shoots through the blocks that are activated. So if it's on, it pushes that down, and it goes through that block. If it's not on, like that one, it just stays up and nothing happens. So this is typically how I do most of my puzzles. You'll notice the one with the arrows that you have to change, it also has the same mechanic with the... I'm not even pointing. There.
Wait, with the redstone?
You can't see it. But basically...
Oh, actually, yeah, we could point that way.
Yeah.
There we go.
But basically, this is like my lock system. It's like how a key goes into a door handle and it pushes up on the pins.
The teeth, yeah.
The teeth on the pins. Yeah, that's typically how I do most of my puzzles. And these are very close. Like, it's an art trying to not get any of these to touch. But basically, it's set to where you click one button. If it activates the green tile, one goes up and one goes down. Same for yellow, same for red, all but blue. Blue is that's it. You just press that button, it gets activated.
Yeah.
But that's basically how this works. And then this is where it gets complicated because that door is right there. And I had the most trouble with this part. Because I have to get these two to go down, but this one to go up. At the same time, this is up. And then this goes down when that goes down, but these have to go up, right? It gets confusing. But basically, you have that will go down and it activates two places. It hits this guy right here, and it activates that down there, which goes around this way to activate this, which gets these guys, the two that are disactivated, right? So it gets there, it goes through this block, and it hits this, and it gets that one. So that's how these two get activated. Now this one, it goes straight through, it activates this, which goes this way to open the door. But it also goes through here, and is that it? I thought it had one more purpose. How does this one get unactivated? What the heck? I don't even know what I'm doing. Oh, yeah, that's where it is. So this comes through here, it activates here to disactivate this guy.
Yeah.
And this is holding that middle one up right here. Yeah, so it's
that crazy redstone there. There's
it's
a lot going on.
Yeah.
But that's really cool. Like, and then the cauldron.
The cauldron, basically, the way these work, they're pretty simple. It just, if you don't know how these are these repeaters, I don't know what they're called.
No, I think those are the comparators. And then that one.
That's right. So
Hang
when
on, wait, go back. I got a point.
That's repeater.
That's the repeater, and that's the comparator.
Comparator. That's right. Yeah. See, look, you know the words. I just know what they do.
And I have no idea how to work redstone.
So what happens here? It takes the value of what is in the pot or on this block, and it transmits it to power. So in this case, we need 3 bottles of water to activate the button.
Yeah.
So what happens with when it's empty? This is deactivated. When there's 1 bottle of water, only one of these redstones are activated. When there's 2 bottles, 2 of them are activated, and then when the third one is activated, it reaches the repeater, which goes through the block and does the rest.
Yeah.
It deactivates that, and it just
goes
opens
to the door.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
That's typically how most of those type of puzzles work. You'll see the same thing here, where this is like a combination of this trapdoor here is like a combination of the puzzle and that thing that I showed you.
Yeah.
So it takes the charge that's going through here when you add the block, when you add your Eye of Ender, it takes that and it transmits it to 1 charge, which goes straight into this piston.
I think you're losing night vision.
And you can see that basically it basically goes in a big circle.
Yeah, oh, there it goes.
Yeah, there it goes. It basically goes in a big circle, just like that one, just like these guys over here. The way these push down to activate things is the same way this works over here, where you have to put the Eye of Ender in each one. It shoots a piston out, and the block. Then you could shoot through the block to get to the for it to continue the phase to get all the way through.
Yeah.
And you have to activate all of them for it to work.
Awesome.
Again, same thing over here. You have to, with these, the paintings, I don't know if you know this, but this is kind of a common puzzle. This is kind of a common, it's not very unique. I guess a lot of people do this type.
Yeah.
But it's where you rotate it, and it basically the same thing. Every time you rotate it, it gives out a different charge. This one gives out the most charge. So with that said, it just goes, I put it all the way to the end, to where that's the very last one. So if you do it one more tick, it just starts over.
Yeah.
So that one's easy. But the rest of these, yeah.
Because you were trying to explain it to me the other day, and I was like, I wasn't fully understanding what you meant by charge, but now that you're explaining it, I get it.
You'll notice, because it starts off kind of vertically.
Yeah.
Right? I guess like the opposite of this one.
Yeah.
It starts off vertically, or you know how it starts off, and that's the least amount of charge. It has nothing to it, or maybe 1 charge, but the more you turn it, the more it goes from one to the next, to the next, to the next, and I wanted it to stop right there. Yeah. So if you go one more, it deactivates.
Yeah.
So you can't. So what happens here is it activates 1, 2, 3, and it stops, and it does not activate that one. If you click it one more time, it would activate this, which would come around, and it would stop this from working.
Yeah.
But since it stops right there, it kills this guy, which kills this, and since none of these are activated, this is activated. And that goes all the way over here, and you see that same lock system.
Yep.
And I can see it outside where it's easier to see, where it's the same type of lock system where basically this just goes all the way through, and you just need to stick out the pistons in order to
keep the signal moving forward.
And this got complicated too, because those would come around to this little dispenser here and shoot out the Eye of Ender.
Yep.
But what it also did was they had to come through here to activate these.
Yeah.
And then, that's not even enough, because that just shows what's going on, but you also have to activate all of those in order to keep this door open. And that's another thing to show.
Yeah.
Again, same thing. You guys have seen this already. The bottles of water have a higher charge than empty bottles. Empty bottles do have a charge.
Yeah.
But since it's I need...
Night vision again.
We'll be back.
We'll be right back after these messages from energy drinks.
So again, bottles that have water have a higher charge. So that charge continues through here, and it goes all the way over to here.
Yep.
And you need all bottles to have water in order to activate that.
To reach that.
And this is where it becomes a spider web. Because that comes from the other puzzle.
Yeah.
Where if all these lights are on, this will activate. Because that comes through here. See, that goes off the same... So it comes through here. After you activate all those, it'll go this way. It activates that thing, so you can get your Ender Pearl.
Yep.
Or Eye of Ender. Yeah. But it also comes down here to activate the door. So you could go back through the door to get your water bottles, which you didn't have to do because you cheated. Well, you didn't cheat.
I didn't cheat.
You broke it. I broke it too.
I professionally broke it.
I broke it too, though. Like, it doesn't do that on my computer, so...
Yeah.
It must be your computer.
It must be my computer.
Yeah.
Or no, it must be also because we have so many save files.
Yeah.
Or we're transferring save files between computers, and it's bound to break something.
So basically, the way this works, it's just a gravity door. There's 2 blocks that drop.
Yep.
And then to activate it, there's 2 blocks that go back up. And so basically, there's 2 different pistons. One that goes up a block. You might want to make this full screen.
Yep.
There we go. So there's the pistons. There's one that goes up. Then there's another one that pops up, and that shoots up the 2 blocks of sand. Right.
Yeah.
So then to deactivate it, it comes down a block. It comes down a block.
Yeah.
And then you're back down. That's how you lose the 2. So it should go up and it should come down for 2 blocks.
Yeah.
Some people do this with like the slime blocks and the honey blocks, but I don't know. I'm old fashioned. I don't know how to use that. And once we get back into the game, basically this door, it's you can kind of see the mechanics here. It's not that difficult. But you also see that it comes around to activate these. The mobs that got you. The pillagers. The pillagers, that's the word.
Yeah.
Let's see. We got these. This is basically a simple door. It's not that complicated, but I'll show you guys just in case you're interested. There is a delay somewhere around here. Yeah, so this one is fully delayed. So that means this bottom one activates before... No, sorry, the top one activates before the bottom one activates. So as you can see, the bottom one shoots up, and then the top one is already activated because the charge is already there before it, so it shoots up again. Yep. But when it deactivates... The top one, again, like I said, is the first one to drop. I look like a crazy guy trying to explain this. Basically, what happens is...
What had happened was...
So, the top one gets activated first. The bottom one gets activated second. Now, when they're both down... The top one doesn't have the charge because it's not on the top rung yet.
Yeah.
The bottom one has to push it up, and then because the top one's already activated, because it gets activated first, it just goes ahead and shoots up, right? Yeah. And then to break it down, it does it in reverse because the top one goes out first, it brings it down, and this one is delayed, so then it brings it down again.
Yeah. Cool.
If that makes sense.
It does.
I hope so, because I do not know how else to explain that.
All right, so we're running at an hour here. So pick.
Oh gosh.
Your favorite. Okay, here's a question. What was your favorite thing to redstone?
Favorite thing to redstone?
Yeah, like what was your favorite thing to set up, to learn how to set up, that kind of thing?
For this puzzle specifically,
or
in general?
Over the whole map.
Ooh, that is a good question.
So like I said, my favorite bit was the maze, but we've already gone over that.
Yeah, I really like that maze. That's my favorite part. It's really when you get to like the puzzle of it, right?
Yeah.
Because it's not just a maze; it's also like a. Because if it was a maze, it just wouldn't be. To me, it wouldn't be fun. It's just go through the maze, but it's there's some learning involved.
Yeah, exactly.
That's my favorite part.
I love the iron golem just casually strolling along.
Yeah, and I think you mentioned
just enjoying life.
I think you mentioned in your video the bunny right there.
Yeah, the bunny. Hang on, let's go back to that. Yeah, that bunny right there. Because to me that was just a hint, but because that set up to me like that's a hint for something.
Yeah, no, I think as I was building it, just jumped in there and I just ignored it.
Jump out.
Well, I just ignored it. I was just building my puzzle. I didn't pay attention to it.
So now we know that bunnies get stuck in cauldrons if a trapdoor is over them.
Yeah. So this little part right here is hidden in this wall.
Yeah.
That's the
cold charge.
The cauldron. Yeah, the cold charge. It just very simple.
Yeah.
And it opens that door.
Yeah.
But then this one gets complicated.
Oh yeah, because that's gotta go.
Because that's the same type of thing, but it opens this door, but it also shoots around. It opens that door, but it also shoots around. And
it opens
that door.
Yeah. Yeah, I can see the redstone path.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Boom.
Ooh, lagging a little bit. Spectator mode slowing down the computer.
Yeah, there's some. Look at all these guys.
Yeah. And also, we haven't mentioned this. I may have mentioned it in the playthrough, but I love the sand village over there. So because you said in the when we talked earlier about you creating the map, you just happened to find a sand temple.
Yeah.
There's a night vision, and you just happened to find a sand temple and put the map next to it, and this village just happened to be there.
Yeah.
So
and
that was really cool.
So going into this puzzle, I knew I wanted it to be like a sand theme, like an archaeology type of theme.
Yeah.
So I just went with the one biome, and I made it like the sand world, and that's what I'm going to do for the next puzzle whenever that comes out.
Do you want to drop a hint of what the next puzzle?
I already dropped a hint.
I know, but what could. Come on, give us one word on what
I gave
we can expect in the
more
next
than one word.
Well, give us one word now of what to expect in the next puzzle.
Look.
Oh, that broke. Oh, there goes.
This is your hint. This room.
This room is all you get.
This is like I said, this is where you started was in the sand.
Yeah.
And now we're going here.
Yeah. So that's your hint. If you want to extrapolate what this room is, put it in the comments down below. But is there anything else you would like to add about this map that you haven't shown off and you would like to show off real quick? I know you said your favorite part was the maze, but is there anything else like interesting that you saw in the playthrough that you haven't gone over yet?
Interesting that I saw in the playthrough.
Yeah.
Is there anything in particular that you're trying to...
No, there's nothing in particular. I'm just wondering if there's something that, like, you know what, you should have done this way.
Yeah, there's a couple things, and I mentioned it during the game, but, like, I wish I shut the door of the temple.
The temple. Which I think I explored it once, but I didn't, like, actively do anything past, like, oh, there's nothing else. I could tell there's nothing else.
But there's not a reason to go back in there. I don't want you to get stuck.
Yeah.
And I kind of just, if you do go back in there and you get stuck in the water, that's on me.
Yeah.
It shouldn't have been, that should have been fixed.
Yeah.
I would say the combat is another thing. I'm trying to... so the reason I gave you all of the apples and all of the weapons and all of it's not because of how difficult it was, it's because I didn't want it to be the focus of the map. The focus of the map is the puzzle and trying to solve it and escape the puzzle.
Yeah.
uh, the purpose of it is not for a fight. It's not. The fighting is not the point. The point is to trying to figure out what's next, what's the puzzle, how to solve this thing, right?
Yeah.
I didn't want it to become a main. I didn't want the fighting to be the main.
To be the main thing.
Yeah, the zombies and so I made it to where I turned spawning off so that like creepers wouldn't spawn in.
Yeah, so no naturally occurring mobs. Will spawn
Yeah.
in.
I don't even know how I did that. Like now I'm trying to figure out how to do it for the next puzzle. But I turned spawning off except for the.
Yeah, we haven't even talked about the spawners yet.
Spawners.
They're spawners. They're straightforward, but there's a lot of them.
You saw them in your playthrough. I think
Yeah.
you've seen them in my playthrough. They're all around the area of the beginning of the map.
Yep.
And they spawn just skeletons and zombies.
Zombie villagers.
It was just going to be zombie villagers, but then I was like, it's not hard enough. And I gave you shields. I was like, you got to use the shield somehow.
Yeah.
So I gave you the zombies, and you didn't even use the shield.
I didn't even use because I'm not used to playing Minecraft.
You didn't even use the shields.
I'm in 1.10 again. That's what I play the most. You'll see it next week. What I play the most. But yeah.
But I didn't want it to be the main focus of the map.
Yeah.
Again, that I'm not going to reiterate.
Yeah.
A third or
So
fourth time.
okay, so I won't ask what the next map is going to be about because I know you want to keep that under wraps.
Well, I already gave you a hint.
Yeah, I already gave a hint, but I will ask what is something that you learned in this map, just in terms of just in terms of creation that you're going to carry over to the next one. Because in our background, because like I said earlier, we're both filming backgrounds, both come from film, and like one of the things that I'd try to do at least is if whenever I make, like for instance, this project. Whenever we come around to doing the next map, there's going to be some things that I change about how I do it from a filming perspective and how it gets to you. Because pretty much this time there was a lot of cutting. There was a lot of know about 1.19, a lot of stuff like that I'm going to carry over when I do the Jungle Temple. And also, yes, we've known each other for a while, but we've never had this like I'm playing something he's designed type thing.
Yeah, this is...
So now when we go to the next map, I kind of know how Denver thinks a little bit. So I kind of know, okay, this is what I'm looking for. I may need to do research on the map. But, so what's something like that? So what's something that you learned just in creation of the puzzles, creation? It could be anything that involved this map that you're going to be like, okay, I need to take that and tweak it into the next. Do you need time to think? Because I have something else I could say while you think.
Yeah.
Okay. And also the reason I'm asking this is because, up to this point in the channel, we have covered Portal 1. This Minecraft right now is actually in between two games at the moment. But something that I'm trying to figure out as I'm playing is like, okay, what did these developers do that stuck with gaming? Like Portal, for instance, that just became like an instant cult classic almost. And it led into Portal 2, which is an amazing game we're going to cover in the future. But they did a lot in that game with the story, like... That could probably be a really good example of like the first modern game where it's like there wasn't a lot of like told story. It was like all in like the secret Ratman rooms and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And that, of course you now have franchises, mostly indie franchises like you have Five Nights at Freddy's, whose story is mainly told. It's not told explicitly, it's told in everything else surrounding the game.
Right.
So, like, what I know that's like more story driven side of the argument. But what is like a creation? This may lead into story for you.
That is one thing that I would like to carry over is the story. Like you mentioned, it's just like the Sand Temple. The next thing that I do and the next thing I do. I got two more coming. So
yeah. Two more. I knew of one. I don't think I knew the second one.
Put us back in the game. Let me just go back over here.
Oh, wait. Sorry. I did notice that. It says 1 of 3. It's my bad. Just get a close-up. Okay, so it says 3. So, anyway.
No. Oh, stay safe.
Stay safe?
Yeah. So, I forgot to mention two things.
Okay.
First off, just the scenery, right? Like, what the heck are these?
I did notice that, but I also thought that's just a cool design.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was going for.
But you're going to expand on that.
A little bit. I was hoping to get some, like, a lore or something out of it. I was like, maybe there'll be something going on. They might carry on to the next game. I don't know.
Is there going to be a story?
There might be a story. I'm going to try to be better about that. This one had a little bit... I feel like at the end there kind of had a little bit of a story, but...
Yeah.
But I decided to make these because so I was doing a playthrough and I was fighting the zombies and the creepers, and it was too
there was no
open.
cover?
There was no cover. Yeah, it was just too open of a field, and it was just like a football field, and you're just like fighting the zombies and creepers. I was like, there needs to be a little bit of cover. It just feels too open. It just didn't feel fun.
Yeah.
So originally, I actually built a house, like
that's
there,
cool.
plop, a house, like not even like one of those houses.
Yeah.
It was just a wooden house, and I was like, this just doesn't fit. Like, it just doesn't look good. But then I remembered I had this thing over here. I was like, oh, let me expand upon that and just build these little tree-looking, like, I was going with the idea of like a tree, like a wilted tree.
Yeah.
But it's stone, so it kind of like, it's just kind of weird.
Yeah.
But it helps. It just gives you some more things to hide behind, just kind of adds to the world.
Yeah.
And you'll notice, you probably saw, I think, Tyler, in your video, you were flying over and you saw this. Yeah.
So this because I was effectively cheating.
Yeah.
I cut this out, but yeah.
You cut this out, okay.
Yeah.
I forgot about that, but
yeah.
You're looking around, I mean, a lot of this stuff is, because I was looking at the perspective of down here, and you're just looking up, you're not going to see behind that. It's just a thing.
Yeah.
I was trying to figure out a good way to cover up the water, right? I didn't want the water flooding in, so I was like, let me just build a little structure.
A little dam, that's cool.
A little dam, yeah. And make it look like it's a part of a puzzle, maybe. I don't know. Just build extra little things like that. And that's what I would like to do more of in the next, to answer your question a little bit.
Cool.
But you'll notice a lot of these structures are just completely, like, it's from their perspective of, oh, I'm just looking up and I don't see much.
Yeah.
Because you're not going to look up there, except for if you're in creative and you just fly over and see all the redstone and stuff.
Yeah.
But I checked, like, every corner of the map from where you're standing, and you won't be able to, like, even if you jump, you won't be able to see anything that resembles, like, you're immersed in the world, right?
Yeah. Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I think that covers it.
Yeah, awesome. So I believe that will be the video, because I don't think we have anything else. So
except for our sponsors.
Energy drink. No. But in all seriousness, thank you so much for Denver for coming on and explaining the map. It was a lot of fun to see what it looked like. And we mentioned at the beginning, you do have a YouTube channel now.
That's
called Just for Fun. It is linked in the description down below. But if you could Just for Fun, if you can describe what that channel looks like.
I'm not going to do it in 3 words.
Not in 3 words. This is your chance to plug your own channel.
But there are 3 things that we do. We have, it's just for fun, right? We just hang out. It's basically a vlog, right? We go places, we do things. There's, it's me and 4 other guys. Well, it's me and 3 other guys. I'm one of the guys. So there's 4 of us. It's just for fun, right? So play on words.
Play on words.
So it's just for fun. Where there's 4 friends that hang out. There's one of us that is a comedian. He's hilarious. You guys got to check him out. And then there's 2 others.
And Denver.
And me.
Yeah, there's a lot of amazing content over there, so go check that out.
But yeah, we sit down.
What content
Yeah, I'm talking.
You're getting to that
I'm
point.
getting there. Okay, I'm slow.
And at this point, B-roll goes now.
Oh my gosh.
You got to explain it. The B-roll's going.
See, that was beautiful.
Oh, now the B-roll's gone.
Oh, okay.
Oh, it's back.
See, this beautiful. This is why you should check out our channel. Because of things like that.
What's on the channel?
I don't. They watched it. I don't have to explain it.
I'm sure you watched it. The B-roll's on screen. So just a lot of stuff like that.
Yeah,
I know
you're
we're
hanging out. We're having a good time. Yeah. We're going. I believe the first couple of videos we're doing putt-putt, we're doing mini golf.
Which are live on the channel right now.
They're right now, yeah.
I know you'll upload on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 10 a.m.
That's
Eastern,
right.
I believe.
Yeah, that is correct, yes. Tuesdays and Thursdays at 10 o'clock. What we're doing is we have deep discussions. We hang out with friends. It's like a vlog. We go out, we do things, but we also sit down, just like what we're doing right now. We banter back and forth.
Yeah.
It's mostly comedy is what we're going for, but it also has we bring it back to a deep discussion. We bring it back to the Bible, and we dive deep into God's Word.
Awesome. So like I said, go over to the link in the description, the Just for Fun channel. Upload schedule on that is on the banner, so if you're interested in that content, you can go over there and check it out. Like I said, at this point, they've got so many videos over there. I'm not going to say how many videos, but they've got a lot of content for you to check out. But thank you, Denver, again for coming on to Backwards and Forwards today. We're doing a handshake. We got the handshake
Make
on
it
camera.
official.
Make it official. So thank you for coming in. I can't wait to play the next puzzle map, and maybe after the next puzzle map, we'll do this type of video again.
Let's do it.
But yeah, thank you again so much for tuning into Backwards and Forwards. Hope you enjoyed the content today, and if you did, be sure to subscribe to the channel. Of course, we're going to have so much more gaming content like this in the future and beyond. And also, like I said, episode 1 of our Sky Factory 3 series will be launching next Friday at 7 p.m. But if you want to check those live, I'm recording those live over on Twitch. Just for instance, this morning I actually did a stream from 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. Central. I mean, not Central, Eastern. So that may be the schedule moving forward, but as always, that subject is scheduled to change. If you want to see the latest schedule, head over to our Twitch channel, Backwards and Forwards, spelled the same way as it is here on YouTube. But yeah, thank you so much for tuning in. I hope that you enjoyed the video today. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the puzzle map. But yeah, thank you, Denver, again for coming on, and I hope to see you all soon on the internet.
All right. Love to be on again soon.